Hello and welcome in yet another Path of Exile farming strategy video where we test if a strategy is good or if it's bad. Today I am gonna run 30 maps using the Abyss Hordes farming strategy. It totally relies on this scarab, which just makes it so that when Abyss goes, it just spawns a lot of chests that drop scarabs and currency, etc. etc. We are gonna run with two scarabs of risks per map because that just adds a lot of quant to the map and a lot of pack size, etc. We are gonna run with two abyss scarabs per map, and we are gonna use canyon maps because it's good, because it's nice, and it's important to notice that you should try and roll as much currency, the stat more currency per map as possible. As you can see, I've tried to roll each map to have at least 180% more currency, 179. If you cannot run risk scarabs, because not every build can, you should use the scarab of Nemesis and of Hordes. On top of that, we're using this Atlas tree. We're mainly focusing on getting as many scarab nodes as well as just taking the abyss nodes that make the abyss go further so that you can get more chests. So yeah, here we also take the increase to chance to have abyss per pack size, which is very nice because we have a lot of pack size. I am blocking some mechanics, that's totally up to you, and I'm running red altars because my build can handle them better, right? We are gonna use abyss on the map device, and it's important to notice that if you wanna do this strategy effectively, you should search on your Atlas tree for a caster mastery. So this is here, or just caster mastery, whichever is closest. And you should take the note 25% chance to open nearby chests when you cast a spell. That just makes it so that you don't need to open every chest manually, right? I'm gonna use Frostblink of Wintry Blast to open those chests. So yeah, let's see if we get profit and if the strategy is good or if it's bad. And here we are, right after running 30 maps using the Abyss strategy. I've sorted out just the best drops, as you can see right there. These are all like above 30C. Yeah, we've got lots of Chaos Orbs, like totally, I could have a full inventory of Chaos Orbs. We've got lots of maps. To the total evaluation, I didn't count any maps except for City Square, T17s and T16s and a half, plus the unique maps. We've got 27 raw divines, which, just as you will see in a second, is insane because we averaged around one divine per map, one raw divine per map, because 3 maps out of 30 I've bricked. My build was not good enough to run with 2 risk scarabs, and 3 maps out of 30, like at 10%, I've just bricked. I couldn't run them, they were too hard for my build. We've got lots of bubble currency, like I believe there is like over one divine in the GCPs. So yeah, let's go to the evaluation, right? So here we are. As you can see, it's 99 div per 30 maps. Not exactly 99 div, 96 if you take out the map, but more about that in a second. As you can see, we've got lots of divine orbs, as I said before, one per map on average. We've got lots of Valdo puzzle boxes, which actually dropped in price literally overnight, because they were 160, now they are 135. We've got 3 Voidborn reliquary keys. I believe that's very cool, because just during this strat I've dropped more reliquary keys than through the whole league. Through the whole league I've dropped 2, and just doing this strat I've dropped 3. We've got lots of chaos, as I mentioned. We've got exalted orbs, and this is interesting because, as I said before, you have the same chance to get exalted orbs and to get divine orbs. So we've got 32 exalted orbs and 27 divine orbs, which is pretty unlucky. But that also means that on average, if you're gonna get around the same results as I do, you should be getting like 2 less exalted orbs and 2 more divine orbs. So to be average, to have you have 50% chance that it's either exalted or it's either divine orb. So if we got a little bit more lucky and like 2 of these got changed into divine orbs, we would average more than 1 raw divine per map, which is quite literally insane considering that the investments are pretty low, which I'm gonna show you just in a second. We've got lots of Eldritch currency. I was quite surprised by how much this can cost and how much of these you can drop. We've got some maps, some scarabs. Yeah, scarabs were a big thing as well. We've invested 60 risk scarabs and we got 25 back. We've invested 60 abyss scarabs and we've got 77 abyss scarabs back. We didn't get the hordes ones, but we almost sustained our scarabs. As you can see, we also got some originator maps, and I believe that if you're doing this strategy, you cannot lose money over time. There is no way you're gonna be back in money in like 3 maps. You're always gonna be on profit. And here are the overall results. So investments. We've made investments in our maps, which is 30 maps that are tier 16.5, which is average around 25C per map. We've got scarabs. This is mostly cost for the risk scarab, because risk scarab is currently 15C1 and we've used 60 of those. Map rolling for 160 plus currency quant, which I do need to underline that you use chisels, then you use scours, and then you try to do this with alchemy orbs, because with chaos orbs it takes a lot more currency, and it takes a lot longer, because it's more probable that you will get the better map with just alchemy from the common map into rare map than just rolling with chaos orbs. Profit, we've got 56 div in currency, 18 div in fragments, 14 div in scarabs, which is pretty unlucky because I've done some testing before this map, and I've just got in one map, I've got 2 hornet scarabs of awakening, and through the whole 30 maps I didn't get a single one, and these are like 1.1 div. So yeah, going on. Maps 6.5 div. That's roughly 6.5, because I've counted 4C per city square map, and I believe it's 5C if you sell them in bulk, and I counted 4. I counted 25 for the originator maps, and the city square ones are probably even more expensive if you sell them in bulk, and I've counted T17s. We've got blueprints, as always. We're gonna sell them on TFT for about 30C each. And we've got other which I've counted for uniques, like this and that, which are just basically 30C. Real profit per map is 3.2 div, which is quite literally insane, because like just imagine like what other strat can give you this amount of profit per map. But there is a downside to it. My build, which is the Rueto Smite build, a little modified, can run each map in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a lot. When I was doing the Harbinger strat, I could run 2 maps in this time. When I was doing the Delirium strat, I could have run 3 maps during this time. But yeah, the profit comes at its price. So the price is time. If you have a build that could like do the map in like 5 minutes, you'd be like at 30 div per hour, which would be like insane, almost comparable to the blight tactic I need to do now. So yeah, real profit overall 85.6 div. I'd say we had a pretty average luck. We didn't get any like insane drops, but we got quite a lot of the currency, but we also rolled the maps to get those. So yeah, time spent roughly 5 hours. It was like 5 hours 15 minutes, but I've also spent time doing Faustus, being in King's March. Profit per hour 17.1 div, which is just because I can run those in 10 minutes. If you're slower, you're gonna have less, and if you're faster, you're gonna have like double that. And was it fun? The most important question. And yeah, it was. It was because like if you're running the base strat, you're on every match, on pretty every map, you're gonna hear the ding from the filter and gonna see the divine drop or the Valdo puzzle box drop. You're gonna on average get more than 1 ding per map, which is very like fun. So yeah, it was very fun. It took some time. I do wish I had a faster build. And yeah, see you in the next video.